Hi, this is Ron at Tube. Today on Colorado the Angler, we're here to talk about the winter update, which has just gone out now on all platforms. A surprise, didn't know it was happening, but it's massive. Just been going through the patch notes, which we're going to go over now as I'm fishing, looking at the tackle shop. So you watch, look at all what's new. I'll show you some of the stuff. We'll do a bit of bottom fishing, and I'm going to go over the patch notes to let you know what's in this new winter update. So release notes. First of all, dive into the new winter update, check out the breakdown of features and content, including bottom fishing, new legendary fish, and the latest additions to Spain's Souvenir shop. You'll also find information about the accompanying improvements and bug fixes, and there's a lot of them. Read on below for all the details. So highlights of this winter update. Time to plunge deep. Bottom fishing is here. Use a ledgering technique along with a quiver-tipped feeder rod to target those larger fish that lurk deep down and filter out the smaller ones that tend to stay closer to the surface. We're going to be doing some carp fishing with bottom fishing. Head directly to the mission board in Golden Ridge Reserve and run through the tutorial to become acquainted with bottom fishing. You'll even get some free gear to get you started. Dev team notes on this. Catching those bottom lurkers will be now much easier with the addition of bottom fishing as a new tool in your fishing skill set. Test your skills and catch the new legendary fish in Spain. We've all been waiting for these. Spain welcomes 3 legendary fish to the game. Best of luck finding and catching El Monstreco, a mutated female Calypso barbel with bulging eyes, El Matador, a comically big but menacing male Miracarp, and El Jandro Magno, a big and hungry looking male brown trout. So I can't wait to go for those. Dress to impress with the new items available in Aguas Claras Souvenir shop. We're going to look over those as we speak. The local souvenir shop is now open in Spain. Work towards unlocking the Cetro del Rey rod and a range of new unique cosmetic items to stand out in the crowd. Dev's team notes for this: with the popularity of the souvenir shops in Golden Ridge Reserve and Trollsporet Nature Reserve, we've added a range of locally themed items including sneakers, 4x4 liveries, a new rod, t-shirts and more. Use your hard-earned credits and tokens to unlock them. Features and quality of life improvements. Now there's a lot of these. Both the Lionheart 500 Sport Boat and Voyage Blue Rat 4x4 have received upgrades. The boat is noticeably faster both off the line and at the top end, making travel across the expansive water bodies much faster. The 4x4 update is more of a refinement with the tweaks to the suspension and steering to improve handling further. So that's great news. Dev team notes on this: getting around a selection of reserves in the Angler has never been as easy, with faster locomotion on water and better ride on land. Now here's a big one. The bail arm on spinning reels will now open and close correctly at the right times before and after casting. Additionally, you can open and close the bail arm freely after casting while bottom fishing to let the line out or stop the sinker from sinking. Now, dev team notes on this: having been on the desirables list for a while now, the animations added to the bail arm add an extra layer of authenticity to the fishing experience. Expect a similar update to the bait casting reels in the future. The on-screen display, the OSD, during fishing has been updated for all fishing techniques to provide clearer iconography, states and text. The dev team notes on this: as we have added the new OSD for bottom fishing, we realised it looked better than both float and Spain overlays, so we updated them all to be consistent. We've doubled the amount of map markers that you can place. The dev team notes on this: originally we limited each map to 40 player defined markers, but for many this wasn't enough. We've increased that to 80 per map, so you can now mark even more fish locations and reminders, which is very useful. We've revamped the reserve selection screen for full screen display and improved layout. Now it's more visually appealing and efficiently provides crucial information when you need it. The dev team notes on this: with more reserves planned for the future, which is great news, we've overhauled the presentation of the page to support more locations and rearrange key information in a much more readable way. You've now got full control in the customization screen to choose when you want to zoom in or out on your character to get the best view of your avatar. Dev team notes on this: the camera would previously zoom in and out depending on the chosen category, which made it hard to get the best view, so now you have full control. There is a new seasonal event on the horizon with even more unique cosmetics and gear. There's even special decor in Golden Ridge Reserve to put you in a merry mood. The dev team notes on this: there is still some time left before the festivities begin. Watch our social media channels to be the first notified when this event starts. Our artists have turned their eyes to the beards and upped their quality for a more realistic look. Dev team notes on this: we've been listening to your feedback, making updates and alterations to the beards or colours to improve their look and presentation. We want to make Jaxie Beard proud. He'll be happy about that. The movement range of a fishing rod has now been enhanced, including the pumping action when a fish is hooked and close to the water surface. Dev's team notes on this: this addition allows for greater freedom of movement whenever there is slack on the line. Now on to the patch notes and gameplay. We've fixed an issue with the water depth incorrectly appeared as 0.0 meters when fishing in Suava de la Aprican, point of interest location. The player camera no longer falls through the ground if you're on a boat in the reward screen when another player starts to drive the boat. The torch now works correctly and will now turn itself off when the player gets on a boat. Moreover, if it is switched on before getting on board, it will automatically turn itself back on when the player exits the boat. The option to dock never appeared at the docks and jetties across Spain. This has now been resolved, making it easier to disembark the boat at specific locations. The large rock in Spain that was partially blocking the pier next to the pumpkin seed location challenge has been removed. We removed the tree stump that was growing through a road in Norway Reserve. The boat spawner at the Cementerio del Lagarto trailhead now spawns the boat much closer to the jetty. We've addressed an issue with the boat spawner at the Centro del Amancia trailhead spawning at the boat on the ground. These devs love giving these tricky names, I'm sure. I haven't got another one here. The Altecho del Rey Hugo point of interest, I think that's how you say it, correctly spawns you by the dam instead of the power station. We fixed an issue with the sun lover and night owl traits now working correctly in Spain. It is now possible to survey an area again in Spain at the lookout towers if you desire. Now on to progression. The enter Souvenir shop objective during Taylor's Tackle Academy tutorial now works correctly and can be completed. UI: it is now possible to sell rods and reels directly from your backpack and not just from your storage. That's really good. Players can no longer place the photo challenge icons on the map. Dev team notes on this: this one an intentional addition that has now been removed. The description for the Xander in the handbook is no longer missing. The Apex Connect account management option on consoles now has a QR code present to allow you to easily access the Apex Connect website via your mobile device. The icons for rods and baits / lures in the quick menu will no longer disappear if the player has no rod set up. When a seasonal event is active, the seasonal tab within local souvenirs now only appears in the reserve where the event is taking place. We've addressed the backpack / tackle box expansion icon selection and overlap issues that could prevent the player from being able to highlight the icons in the menus. The problem where players couldn't sell items if they had less currency than the item's selling value has been fixed. Previously, when catching a fish weighing less than 0.5 kilo while using quick chat, map or text chat, the catch screen would either not appear or become unresponsive. This issue has been fixed. Messaging for how to enable or disable multiplayer has now been updated to guide players to the correct menu. The hot spring point of interest icon on the map in Golden Ridge Reserve has had its name added. The fish counter from Taylor's Tackle Academy missions no longer keeps counting fish after completing the mission. We've fixed an issue where remapped controller bindings on consoles could disappear if you chose to cancel and not save the changes. Subtitles in Agua Claras Reserve video now show the correct name prefix. Some redundant text has now been removed from Spain food collectibles, descriptions in the handbook. Onto audio, incorrect voiceovers for multiple collectibles in Spain has now been updated. Visuals, we fixed an occasional issue where the flashlight would turn off while taking a trophy shot, making it difficult to see the players catch at night. The fade to black when exiting to the main menu has returned, so players no longer see the water vanishing. Spain and Golden Ridge Reserve have both seen a range of world and asset related issues addressed, which include fixes to missing collisions, corrections to levels of detail, adjustments to specific textures, gaps in the terrain being resolved, and more. A broad selection of minor water related issues has been addressed across all 3 reserves, which includes fixes to flow problems, water being cut off unnaturally, incorrect blending of water bodies, ability to see underwater in some areas, and one location where the boat may have become stuck. We fixed an issue where flickering water reflections when viewing from high altitude. Some water bodies in Norway Reserve had rendering issues resolved. We hope you enjoy the bottom fishing. All these new additions and improvements we brought to you in the game with this update. Don't forget to check out the latest DLCs to enhance your fishing experience and even more. Now I'll drop the link to the new DLCs in the description of this video. There's a lot to add, a lot to go over as I've just been going over. I can have a little breather now for a second. As you can see, I've been bottom fishing for carp with boilies and leisure, and it works really well. Try this location out for carp. You'll be able to catch carp a bit easier now because you've got a bit more powerful rod. It's not too expensive either, so let me know how you get on with that. We've got the new legendaries to check out. Can't wait to go after those. The devs are just tweaking those right now. They're going to go live soon, so if you're wondering, if you're watching this video, why they aren't out, they're just doing them. They've just announced on Discord that legendaries aren't going to have breaks either on Wednesdays. They're going to go all week now, so that's a great addition as well. That's literally just come out like a few seconds ago. I've just seen it on Discord. So that's going to be massive for legendary fishing, and we've got 3 new legendaries to go after, so there's no hiatus on Wednesdays. You've got all week to fish for them, so that's a really big change. So I've been looking at the winter update, which is out now. We've got new DLCs, which I'll leave a link to the DLCs in the video description. I'm going to have a little breather, catch a few more carp, and then the new legendaries are active, and we're going to go after those right now. They're out now, so get hunting for them. Join the Colour Wild, the Angler official Discord, where you'll learn where some of those are. It's very helpful. It's a great place, lots of help for more people, and if you're struggling with any fish, people help you out there. It's a great friendly place. Come join. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Ron McTube, looking at the winter update for Colour Wild Angler. Get out there, get those new legendaries. I'll have some videos on them soon. Please subscribe to my YouTube channels. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.